Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where last episode our heir died, and then we spent way too much money on a new wife, so that was awkward. Now we need to get out of debt, so let's proceed forward. It's not going to take very long to come out of debt. We just hope that we don't hit bad events while we're in debt here. So that'll be absolutely fine. In the meantime, of course, we're working on attacking Garamantia. I just selected the province of Jedi. Okay, that's exciting. So that is absolutely fine. We're going to be going after this, but I don't believe we can declare war while we're in debt. We don't have a claim yet anyway. Oh, a breakthrough. Cool. Well, we got an innovation anyway. So we're going to head into the civic tree here, and the question is, what of these do we want to take? We could take Venetian colonies, cistern, which is pretty good, or temporary offices, which is actually really good. So we're going to take that. Monthly wages for characters, if we check here, look at that. 324.22 is our current amount that we're spending on wages. So dropping that is going to be phenomenal. So let's see what happens on this next month tick. Any bad event? The month tick is just chilling right now. There we go. Yeah, we got bad planning. Okay, so bad event here, that's fine. I don't actually think the morale of armies and army morale recovery is that big of a deal for fighting Garamantia. That'll be a problem, but not the end of the world. So we're going to move... No, this guy's supposed to be here. This is correct. We're now out of debt, and that means that we can declare this war as soon as this is ready to go, which is going to be in 2 months. Okay, so that looks absolutely wonderful. I want to check in on Macedon and see how they're thinking at this point. So, improved relations is at 194. That's going to only be 17 that we can bring that up by. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. They're very upset about having recently declared war. Fair enough. We have declared on them a lot of times. So that is understood, and eventually they'll get over that. But that's going to take like 70 years. So that seems absolutely fine for right now. So Garamantia is going to be done with its claim very shortly here. Do I have any colonizable provinces? The answer is no. That's fine. And we're just building up some funds right now while we attack Garamantia. That's the idea. We have a lot more construction that we want to do. That's for sure. Okay, there's that claim on Garamantia. So we're going to immediately declare on them. Perfect. And yeah, we're no longer importing those things. We're going to come down over here and over here. There we go. And let's do this battling. So it is possible that we have some issues with that minus 10% morale. We'll see how that plays out. Obviously, this we stack wipe. No concern there. So that seems fine for the moment. So as soon as we're done capping here, I'm thinking we go attack this fort up here. So that would mean we're just waiting on this to finish. There we go. And let's head directly up and take that fort. I don't actually know what province we made the claim on. It's this one? Okay. So that's a little awkward. Britannia has some territory out over here. That's noted. We may or may not be able to get ticking war score. It probably doesn't matter. These guys I want to head out to here. So that'll be good for the moment. This fort may or may not already be under siege. They may have decided to go this way. That's a theoretical possibility. Wait, no, this is Roman Empire out over here. This is Garamantian. Almost certainly they're going to be coming this way, right? Almost certainly. We're going to have to fight Britannia relatively soon out in this direction, and that's understood. So that all looks good for now. I want to check in. We do actually have some slave estates that we could build. A slave estate. I guess we'll get that going. And we need a governor up over here. That would be this guy. So that looks fine for now. And we also need one over here. Same guy? That was the same guy. We just haven't... This is Roman Empire down here. They're not at war with Garamantia, are they? I saw that Garamantia had a war. Upper draw. Oh, okay. We don't care about that. I assumed that they were at war with Britannia, because that would have been the worst case scenario for us. But I guess they're not. That's wonderful. We're very happy about that. So we're going to get this siege completed. Our allies are actually doing useful ally things. I like this. This is great. And we will see if hopefully this war with the Roman Empire wraps up fairly soon. Hey, Rome, how you doing? Minus 20. That feels like that's still a long ways away. Also, Rome is currently working towards a civil war. I hope they have fun with that. Okay, so that's looking great. We don't have a way to get through Britannia out over here. We could maybe negotiate it. I don't know if they'd even let us. 23 reasons? Yeah, I don't think so. So we're not really going to be able to get to this province up here except by sea. And we could definitely invade it by sea. So if we wanted to do that, I think I would bring these guys over. So they would come out over here. Eventually our navy will get over here, but we're currently frozen on 20 December. It's such a big war between Britannia and the Romans. Definitely taking an awful lot of processing power. That's okay. So we're going to grab these guys, and as soon as this autosave is over, we should be able to head out here. There we go. Let's head over to here. So that's going to take a little bit to get there. This siege is proceeding, and I want these guys to head up over here for sure. And we're going to want to head like all the way down to here. That's quite a large state, but that's understood. Upper Draw is down over here. Garamantia doesn't have all that much left over here. So this is Britannian over here. That is Roman Empire here. Okay, this is probably also Roman Empire up here. Yes, that is accurate. So Garamantia is definitely in decline. There's no doubt about that. We just won this siege, which is a pretty big deal, and I want to head down to here. It's going to take a while to get there. Now, Upper Draw is a little bit of a problem, but we can go by sea. There's also this Garamantian territory out over here, right? So I kind of want to get another fleet moving up over specifically here. And I'm going to have these guys just head up over to here. They're intended to go meet that fleet. These guys are the ones that are going to push south. That's the thing. So onward we go, and eventually we'll get there, but we're not ticking at this moment. This is all Rome's fault. Curse you, Rome. Okay, so we're going to take over Rome eventually, probably at this rate, but this is absolutely fine for right now. So we have a fair amount of gold at this moment, and we're going to be walking for a bit here. So I'm currently thinking that we should do something like this. Okay, so let's get at least one state completed here. So Aspathan would be down over this direction. Okay, so this is going to be absolutely a production city. We don't need this. We don't need this. We do kind of need the rest. Not really the aqueduct. And then we can do something like that. Okay, then we've got Gabai down here, which is already basically a production city. And that's absolutely fine. We don't need that, but then we can put in a couple over here. Perfect. This should be set up as a slave estate. No doubt about that. This is a slave estate. That looks good. Farming settlement. Okay. Slave estate is fine. Fine here. This is okay. Good. And good. Okay. So that's all we need to do there for now. Greece requires a new governor, so we just put that in. That'll be fine for the moment. And what do we got going on over here? So these guys are just chilling here right now. We're going to catch them, and that seems fine. They're trying to run away. But we're not really in a huge rush down here, right? We need to take this, and then Upper Draw is really blocking us from progressing down to the capital of Garamantia down here. So that is definitely an awkward situation. Ooh, a landslide. Yeah, we'll prepare for more. Okay, that seems absolutely fine for right now. So one of these navies is sailing by over here. A second wave, luckily we were prepared. Cool. So that'll be fine. And now the question is, we are battling down here. Celebrating the monument for 3,000 gold? That's a lot of gold. I'm going to tell them no. That's too much gold. You can celebrate the monument, but we're not paying that kind of money for it. Okay, so we won this battle down here, which was not surprising. And we're going to continue to head up to here. Then we can just take here, and that will be... I guess we'd need to take this as well. The awkward situation here, of course, is that we would need to head down through Upper Draw, right? We could do a no CB war. I don't think we can fabricate claims on them. Yeah, because we're not adjacent. So that's going to be really, really awkward for us. Now, these guys have arrived here, and we're definitely going to come in and fight here. So that seems great. And this navy is on its way up. Ooh, slaves being jerks. Well, we could take some tyranny or lose political influence. Actually, yeah, political influence is a good way to deal with that. So let's get a new rope. That'll be perfect. And of course, this battle is going kind of mediocre at this moment. But we got a good roll here. And now it's going pretty okay. Ooh, that's a very good roll. That's about as good as it gets. I mean, they could roll a 1, but we rolled a 6, they rolled a 3. Yeah, I think we're going to win this battle, and that's great. We're very happy about that. Ooh, hang on. We rolled a 2. That went very badly, very quickly. Incredibly badly there. Okay, so we are retreating back to here. Understood. We can bring these guys in. There's going to be a dirty monument. Okay, we can bring these guys in, and that'll be fine. They are fairly shattered. It's going to take them some time, so we can just swap these navies like this. And where are you retreating to? You're retreating to there? That's a little awkward, but whatever. So we unfortunately lost that battle, but it's not the end of the world. We will bring in another force. Okay, these guys can definitely be brought northward then. So we can have them head up over here for right now. Or we could head down to here. Garamantia is only at plus 16 there. That's very awkward. Okay. Well, we're just going to come on in here with another army. They can't deal with this second army. And like we said, we knew that we'd have a bit of a morale issue. So that's not a big deal. We can put this guy in charge of Persis. That'll be fine. And then these guys, they're going to finish their retreat, and they're going to come back over this direction, is the idea. Specifically, they're going to embark. So they're going to do that. Excellent. So we're capping here. That seems absolutely fine for right now. And yeah, Garamantia really can't deal with this situation. So we're going to head on in here, take out this 8k stack. Yeah, they're not happy about that. I don't blame them. And there's that 13.9k stack. So we caught them separated here, and this is kind of huge. There's very little they can do about this. So we eliminate these guys. I don't think this is going to stack wipe. It did, remarkably. But we're then going to come in here, and I don't think this will stack wipe either. So that'll be fine. And we're just waiting on these guys to make their way back in. We do need a new Rob Kohanim, and that would be this guy. Excellent. And could we at least get access? We could. So Upper Draw will give us access down over this way. That's a big deal, actually. So I'm very happy about that. And these guys are going to go take this state. That's great for us. So I want to head down and siege here. And we'll see if we can catch this army. It would be great if we could. But it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to cap this and then go after their capital, is the idea in the south here. And that, of course, means that we don't actually need to embark these. They could just kind of chill out over here for now. So disembark and then come back over here. That'll be fine for the moment, because this is already taken care of, and we got access through upper draw, so no issues here. At this point, we need to come in over here, like so. Beautiful. And then the main question is, how much of Garamantia will be left? Well, basically none, once we get all of this done. So this seems fine. Ah, Roman Revolt. Did they end their war with Britannia? This looks like it might be over. Yes, that is over. So now the Roman Revolt is a thing. We should absolutely start carving into Britannia at some point. They are pushing too far south. I don't like them having African holdings. I definitely, well, I don't like them having Iberian holdings. I definitely don't like them having African holdings. So that's going to be an issue, for sure. This is now completed, and I want to head up over here. I'm not sure where exactly these guys are. Did we stack wipe them? I don't think so. Maybe they're here? No, they're just not in this area. Okay, cool. So we're currently sieging their capital. There's this Garamantian force out over here. We could have these guys head down this direction. They don't want to. Right, they would have to go by sea. We could have these guys head down this way. I'm not going to force march them. We'll just walk them. It'll take them a long time to get there, and I understand that. That'll be okay. So Garamantia has a few forces down here, no doubt about that, but this is really not a big deal. I'd love if they would just conquer upper draw. Sadly, they're not doing that. But that would be great to see them do that. Okay, so we're moving our way down. We're at minus 14 here. We're going to have some time here. So I definitely want to check in over this direction. We can run another state. So this would be Alexandria Caucasus. So if I can type Alexan, there we go. Alexandria, this one. Okay, so that's right out over here. This fort is a good fort to have, no doubt about that. And lapis lazuli, okay, we'll definitely do some production here. Get rid of these, get rid of these. And it would be something like that. Do we actually need this Grand Theater? The answer is no. But this took us down to 13 of 13, so that's awkward. We can't actually bring that back up. Okay, so this is about as good as it's going to get here. We could definitely drop the Great Temple and put in a foundry. And then from there, no granary, no noble district. We would instead put in some mills and a slave trader, like that. Okay, so then this we would want to put a farming settlement into. This is a mine. That seems perfect. This is going to be... Okay, we got a civic advance. Noted. This is going to be a slave estate, and then this down over this way. Oh, this goes quite a long ways out. Wow. Okay. Farming settlement is good. Slave estate is good. Mine is good. Yep, nothing needing to be changed out over this way. So that state is good to go. We have some colonizable territories that I would love to do. Let's get those going. Perfect. So there's all of that underway. Did this one not go? There we go. Perfect. And now we can grab... Cistern is good, don't get me wrong. Tyrian Purple would mean that we get silent trade. Commerce income is pretty okay. We are getting a decent amount of commerce income. So that would pretty much mean that we would need to take Phoenician colonies. And there's also prestigious trade goods here. Indeed. There's some good stuff down over here. I'm going to grab prestigious trade goods for now. That'll unlock trade ports. And, I mean, sure, we can take that later on. That'll be fine. So down over this way, we're up to a 14%, now a 21% on the siege of their capital. Oh, they ended this war. That's good. That's really, really good. So we're going to be on our way down here, and this is our new target. We're going to need to fight this Garamantian army, but they are pretty trapped here. There's very little places that they can go. So that's... we're going to grab that, and that looks great. Yeah, just absolutely crushed. That's full-on stack wiped. Perfect. This siege is going to be done very, very soon. And we see our ally Macedon coming over this direction. There are 2 forts out over here that are going to need to be sieged. They don't seem interested in sieging either. So that's definitely a thing. We're going to take the 6,000 gold. That's going to be very good for us after we wrap up this war. We've got a lot of gold built up. So that seems absolutely wonderful. Let's finish up this siege here, stack wipe these guys, and then head north. Not really north. Head up over here. It's not really north at all, is it? No, not really. Okay, so we're going to head over this direction with this army. This is at 78%. And yeah, this changed around where the state capital was. Gotcha. So this siege is very likely to end here. Looks like Macedon is going to fight these guys for us. Okay, that's neat. I mean, we were going to stack wipe them, but sure. So the siege of their capital is over, and that means that we need to head up over here. So let's do exactly that. We're going to have to take these forts down sequentially because they're awkwardly located. But Garamantia is quite possibly not going to exist after this. I don't know if we can even take all of this, to be honest, but we'll take as much as we can. Okay, so that all looks great, and you should actually be up over here. There you go. And these guys, I'd like them out over here, but we can't go there, so this is just the best we can do for right now. We do need a new governor for Colchis, and that would be this guy. Excellent. No issue there for now. I wonder if we'd be able to vassalize Garamantia. They're very angry at us. That recently declared war malice means we'll not be able to annex them for an extremely long time. Let's take a look at what the options are here. We could make them our client state. For sure. We just won this siege here, so let's head on in over this way. Beautiful. So out of curiosity, if we wanted to take all of their provinces, what would that look like? So this is very awkward up over here for sure. But we could do something like that, and then something like this. That's 65 war score right there. That's 74. That's 86. That's 97. So this is 117. We can't quite fully annex them. Okay. So this is what the game is recommending that we take. Garamantia would still exist down over here in a really awkward fashion. Noted. Okay, we'll come back and take more from them later, I think. So we'll do exactly that. That sounds good. We're going to need to build some roads. And eventually this peace deal will go through. This is a lot of terrain. And yeah, 61 aggressive expansion. So that's rather a lot of Garamantian territory. But we can now have these guys go on to road build. And their idea is going to be to come around like this. And this is Pretanian over here, which is, you know, very awkward. But then they can do something kind of like that. And that'll be okay for up here. Now then, I want these guys to come down over to here. And these guys are going to come up over to here. There's some road already built here, and there's going to be some really awkward Garamantian territories here. But that's okay. So we're going to need to move a fleet down this way. It's going to be this fleet. And we're going to have that come right on down over to here. And in the meantime, we can work on some of this, right? So we can get some farming settlements going here. In fact, that's rather a lot of farming settlements. Looks good. We can do some hunting camps, or a hunting camp. We can do no logging camps, looks like. And a couple of slave estates. There we go. So that'll be fine. Now, I want you on road build, and I definitely want to get roads built like this. A connection like that, and then building up like so. So that's mostly already constructed. That's okay. It'll go nice and quickly. And then there's this out over here, right? And that's going to be a little awkward to get to. We'll let these guys finish up and move over like this force or something. Okay, we had a daughter. That's fine. We would need some governors in some of these locations, and that looks good. What do we got? Davidite? I don't think that we have any members of the Davidite family that don't have jobs right now, so this is just going to have to be how it is. And these guys are now going to go on to road build, with the idea being that they're going to build a road kind of like that, and then a connection over here. Otherwise, this is mostly... well, this is partially pre-built, right? But only partially. So up over this direction, we would have it expand out over this way a bit. And then this goes up over here. Like this. In like a really awkward path. About like that. And then this can come down over here, connect in with the road network that is only kind of existing out over this way. So that would be something kind of like that. And then like that. And then like that. So then that would come out over here and connect up something like this. Okay, so that's going to be quite a bit of road that gets built out over here, and then I'd like them to come out over this direction and just build through like that. Okay, so that'll be fine for the moment, and all of this road build is underway. The next thing that we're going to need to do, of course, is try to build roads out over here. Most of this is already relatively well roaded, though, so that's okay. I will try to remember to come back to this, but it's not the biggest of deals if we don't. Next episode, we're going to get these roads built, we're going to get some gold spent, and let our aggressive expansion drop off a little bit. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Andy McGard, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.